Imagine that you have one prompt that could produce human-like content that passes AI detection. And I'm talking about passing Scribber, I'm talking about passing ZeroGPT, and I'm even talking about passing originality.ai, which is the hardest of all of these guys to beat. So I have good news for you today, guys, because I engineered the human prompt. So with this one simple prompt, you can actually produce content that is on point. It has all the entities and keywords, and it is also kind of like a human wrote it. So it can actually pass AI detection, which you can see here and here and here. So that's what we're going to talk about today, the human prompt. Hello guys, my name is Jesper Nissen, and I've been in the SEO business since 2008, where I designed and created my first web agency. My background is in theoretical physics. I have a master's degree in quantum mechanics, actually, from the University of Copenhagen. I'm not using that today, so today it's all about SEO. And the reason that I am talking about this today is because we do know that currently Google they don't really care too much about your content if it's produced by AI, as long as it's quality, high quality, and as long as it's helpful content, whatever that means, and whatever quality means. So that's the status of today. But what I'm predicting within, let's say, at least within 2 years, they will be able to detect all content if it's produced with AI. That's my prediction. And it will become more and more and more impossible to rank if you are using content that does not pass AI detectors. So I'm not saying that Google uses Scribber. I'm not saying that Google uses ZeroGPT or even originality.ai, but I am saying that you should be mindful of producing human-like content because it might not matter now, but trust me guys, it will matter in the future. So I went to work in ChatGPT, and I spent this day, actually it didn't take me long, but I spent this day to try to wrestle back and forth with the ChatGPT to produce the best possible version of a human prompt. And so actually let's just jump into this right now. All right, so I opened ChatGPT, and I'm using the model called 4.0, ChatGPT 4.0, and let me just show you that this is the so-called the human prompt. So the human prompt is based on the premise that you prime ChatGPT. I always prime ChatGPT before I ask it to do anything at all, because if I don't tell it the background or if I don't give it topical details, well, how does it know who I am, where I am, what's my target audience, and so on and so forth. So in this process, it has 2 steps. So the first step is that you need to ask ChatGPT to write the content on your website or your landing page, and I will do just that. I will use Schema Writer as my example, and I'm going to write an article about web page schema. So web page schema, that will be the topic. So I will just now copy, Control A, Control C, and I'll go back to ChatGPT, and I will ask ChatGPT, read this. And now ChatGPT will read my content. And the advantage of doing this is that I'm teaching ChatGPT about who I am, what it was the topic, and a lot of details about Schema Writer and what Schema Writer does and how it works. Because in the next step, where I'm actually going to apply the human prompt, then it will know who am I, or who is Schema Writer, what is Schema Writer, and how does my target keyword work in collaboration with Schema Writer content. So my target keyword will be web page schema. So I will simply copy this guy here and paste it in. So the prompt reads like this: I am the owner of this company you just read about. I want you to write a long article about target keyword, web page schema, with the text you read in mind. I want you to write like me, and I write like this. And now comes the writing directions, the writing style. The tone must be professional, human, and unpolished, like someone explaining things out loud, not writing a polished essay. Sentences should vary in length, some short, some longer and messy. Avoid robotic structure, avoid overly poetic and whimsical language. This is extremely important. No metaphors that personify web page schema. Or use cutesy comparisons. Don't waste time with vague intros. Stay with useful info right away. Include real practical facts about web page schema. Why it matters, when to do it, how it's done, what common mistakes people make, and what happens if you don't do it correct. Stay weird and uneven in tone, but keep it grounded and rooted in facts. No fluff. And let me click begin. So some of the parts of this prompt are more important than others. So this sentence here: avoid overly poetic or whimsical language. This is extremely important, or it will just ramble on about, I don't know, poetry. And also it's extremely important to set the tone. What is the tone? The tone must be professional, human, and unpolished. So unpolished means that it's kind of like, it has a slight edge in the language, but it's still professional and human. And now it's writing, and let me just click pause and return once it's done. Alright, so now it's done, and the title reads Web Page Schema, what it is, why you need it, and how most people get it wrong. And this is actually a full-fledged article with details about the schema types that Schema Writer produces, and how Schema Writer produces web page schema, and yeah, common mistakes and stuff like that. So let's just check what it performs like. Let me copy all of this. Copy. Let's check out Scribber first. Analyze text. Detect. 0% AI. Let's check 0 GPT. Detect. And it should be 0 AI. And let's check the hard part, which is originality. I will paste this guy in and click scan. And while it's working, I will just click pause because it can take a little bit of time. And now it's done, and it actually returned with 100% confidence. Sorry guys, confidence that this is likely original. So the way that originality works is that it shows you where it's most likely, the largest likelihood of not being AI, human. So if it's this color like this, it's 26% likelihood of being AI generated, and darker green means 99% likelihood of non-AI, and this is 25%, and this is 96%, and so on and so forth. So overall, when originality looks like this, looks at this content, overall it thinks that this is likely original. And that is, to put it mildly, extremely good. And the reason that it is so good is partly because I'm priming ChatGPT, like I just showed you, but also because of the specific instructions in the writing style. It has so much to do with specifically explaining to ChatGPT that this is how you want to write. Because one of the things that ChatGPT does, the other model also, but almost all of us use ChatGPT in our daily SEO work, it writes extremely long sentences, and you need to be able to explain ChatGPT to break it up in long and short and intermediate sentences. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And in order to actually get the human prompt, click on the link in the description below, the YouTube description. Just click on the link, sign up to my newsletter, and you will get access to the human prompt. That's the only thing you need to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.